welcome to the 2025 Brawl Stars World Finals!
I just want to win it all.
Let's go! Revenant XSpark, they know it's now or never.
BR standing tall.
Disgusting! What a way to take the series!
And once again, he delivers!
It's our time now. Let's send them home.
マジで生きている心地がしないです。人生終わったなって感じですね。
So here we are. Worlds is the last stop in a grueling gauntlet that is the BSC. It all comes to a head here and only one team walks away with that coveted title of Kings of Brawl.
3 days of competition, $1 million on the line.
16 teams ready to give it their all to fight out to see who's going to be that number one.
Do you want to do something with one shape?
Wait.
Yeah. It's been a little while now since East Asia had this level of dominance in the Brawl world. And if there's any team that's going to reinstate that, it's supposed to be Zeta Division. And they suffered a lot of criticism, I think, for their draft phase at Brawl Cup. It's what caused them to fall out of that top 2 in Dallas.
ブロールカップでは世界3位だったんですけど、僕最後の大会なんでここで勝とうっていう感じですね。
Zeta Division are the powerhouse of East Asia. They're trying to reclaim the throne that was once theirs. And with Shatampo at the helm, playing as well as he is at the moment, I think they've got what it takes to go all the way.
優勝しないともう来た意味はないと思うレベルぐらいの感覚ですね。だから優勝せず負けたらもう何するか分かんないです。He's happy.
Crazy Raccoon have had a really tough year. They lost Shatampo at the start of it and just haven't really been the same since. They managed to claw their way through the bottom bracket of LCQ, but I think you've got to ask the question of, are they going to be able to get it done without that star man?
大変でした。はい、うるさくて、やっぱアウェーの環境でやる試合っていうのはすごいなんかこう難しいなっていうのを改めて感じました。緊張はなんかもういつかなくなっちゃって、なんて言うんだろうな、とにかく楽しむことを意識してます大会では。
It's hard to imagine any team improving after the loss of a player like Shatampo, but I don't think Milkreo is supposed to be a replacement. He brings something a little bit new, a bit different, and I think that his energy for this roster is a huge boon to them.
あまり満足な準備はまだできてないんですけど、でも自分たちの方がかなり上手いと思ってるので、そこまで準備しなくてもいいかなと思ってます。
Torpedo passing through! It's gonna be there! Revenant! Blazing a trail to the World Finals!
LCU gave us a huge confidence boost because we beat all the Titans. Everybody was overlooking us after our performance at Brawl Cup. So being able to prove ourselves in the hardest group and the hardest bracket really showed how great of a team we are.
Like shoulder to shoulder. Oh, yeah, shoulder to shoulder.
I think it's really easy for people to write off a team like Revenant XSpark because of their region. They have to qualify to Worlds through LCQ. There's no direct qualification. That could make people underestimate them a little bit, but at that event, they were dominant. Sergeant Clash finally got to play at LAN, and mechanically, he looked like an absolute god. He was given the moniker Giga Chad over the course of that event. They're absolutely a top 8 team at Worlds.
I think we learned from LCQ that the international teams are very, very strong, obviously. But from scrims, they may look really good, but then on LAN, if you don't get the draft right, if you don't get the mentality right, you're going to crumble.
And we go like, I don't know, max Ash. We never play much Ash, but I think I could try to play. Like we let Hank, they go for it, we just go like, yeah, max Ash.
I would say like overall we did a good year. We won some, we lost some. Yeah, I would say that my career isn't complete because obviously this is the dream of every player that plays Brawl Stars and even every player that plays video games to win World Final.
Calma, load.
After a really strong showing in EMEA this year, there's probably never going to be a better time for SK Gaming to reach for the trophy. They got some pretty formidable opponents in their way, but if it's going to be any year, it's got to be now.
As far as SK is concerned, if they can't get it done in 2025, I don't know if they ever will.
Do you have any special favorite pose or move?
When I move into you, I want to do the T-Rex.
Nice.
Good.
For each of us would be a personal desire that we cannot really explain. But I think for me personally is to put SK in the place where they belong and to finally achieve what I have been so many years.
Yeah. Okay, lock in.
Dream team, eh?
Is it fine? Are you not more?
No, it's fine.
Humble, 50%. Crazy Raccoon have fallen short. 3 humble guys who just happened to be the best Brawl Stars team in the world.
Can Humble be back-to-back champions? I think that's the question on everybody's minds right now. And even though we've seen weaker performances domestically, there's always a belief that when the lights turn on and when it heats up on stage, they have what it takes to prevail.
By becoming world champions, we basically proved to ourselves that we were at the top, we made it, we got rid of all our pressure, and we will just look forward to give our best and hopefully gain a second title.
I don't want to want second place, I don't want fourth place, I just want to win it all, and that's what it matters for me.
Humble have had a pretty average year as far as it goes with monthly finals, but when they get to these big events, something just clicks for them. They really do show up and have a massive performance. You've got to look at the veterans like Semantic, who's been on these stages more than anybody in the world. I think he's a real powerhouse when it comes to Humble, and he really drives them through these competitions.
Sure, we are not the best online, but if you see us at LAN, you better be careful because we will give our best.
Succeeding here at Worlds is simple, but it's far from easy. It's 4 groups of 4, and only 2 teams advance out of that phase into an 8-team single elimination bracket, all coming to a head in that massive grand finals game.
Ready. You're the go, bro. But if you get us off the group, I'm not gonna forgive you.
Coming to Worlds, we're gonna face SK first round again. We faced them in Brawl Cup, but we did not have a full roster, so we did not get the results we actually wanted. So I'm very excited to face them.
1, 2, 3.
About Revenant, it's true that we won them in Dallas, but it was completely different because they had Zar, that was a pickup. So I think they're gonna be stronger because they are all incomplete, they have confidence, they won El Seco.
The Brawl Stars World Finals begins with a banger!
We are definitely a lot more confident playing on LAN with this current roster, and I'm very sure that we are going to be able to take SK Gaming down.
He pops it for the raw stats anyway, but Ope's got a hyper super, and there it is. The slow is devastating, and SK Gaming snatch up our first set. The pass is there to the Juju. Joker's diving down, and Revenant finally find a response to the SK domination.
Nice.
Gonna get opened up a lot more. No more bushes here for a response to get that range bonus, and SK Gaming very quickly converting as overtime comes up. And Ope just slinging these supers out like nobody's business. Can they get the kill? They do, but it's traded! And SK hold! They get it done in a quick 3-0 sweep. I was hoping to see more from Revenant XSpark, but you look, a hallmark of this GSL format is that you have a second chance in that group if things don't go great for you off the rip.
Tensai, relax.
Yeah.
You got this, I believe in you.
The next one is going to be Humble versus Crazy Raccoon, the 2024 World Finals, Grand Finals yet again.
I'm honestly happy to face Crazy Raccoon. It's just cool to face some rivals, especially the grand finalists of last year. Which also means that if we both get out of group stage, we're only going to face each other in the grand finals, which I really, really like as well.
Humble tend to always come out on top at LAN, whereas Crazy Raccoon, they've had a real tough year. They haven't been at their best, but I feel like they always just show up on stage.
Moya, the last man standing here. Semantic gets the bomb, but Moya catches the ball. 15 seconds to get all the way up the other side. And they're gonna concede as well. Tensai trying to get there, but nowhere near stopping this Humble roster as they make it two.
Pit stop, guys.
やっぱりそこで学んだことを生かすのはやっぱり負けてる状況からでも勝てるっていうのを常にこう頭に入れとくっていうのと自分たちが有利なマップ自分たちが得意なマップは
And that's surely going to be the game. 1% left. Milkrail actually comes back, but they still get it. Luki bounces back into another shot, and Semantic gets taken down. Apple have to make a play. Boss trying to come forward. Weekend Warrior for extra damage, but that Grim and Frostbin's going to make it hard to pass. No chance here.
Honestly, even though we just lost against Crazy Raccoon, I think we did pretty good. Like, we got outdrafted 3 times in a row, but overall I think we did a good performance, and we should be fine into SK Kaladas now.
ジョアン・カルロスっていう選手がいるんですけど、その人はキットしか使わなくて、そのキットをバンすれば勝てるかなって思います。
Coming up, they did win against Zeta Division 3-2. It was an incredible match. Papar Supermassive has to face up against Zeta Division now in the elimination matches.
Revenant XSpark retreating to their side of the map. They know it's now or never for SSG. Stand and deliver at the Old Guard of North America. Unvanquished.
We're playing amazing. Really? Yeah,
Really?
We've never played better.
We're now live for the last elimination match of the day. One more team we unfortunately will have to say goodbye to. It's either Zeta or Papara Supermassive.
Zeta Division are a massive favourite. You know, on paper, it should be a no-brainer.
Looking to keep the dream alive, it is Zeta Division and Papara Supermassive!
でも自分自身結構緊張しちゃうので、そのファンの声とか逆に一切聞こえなくなって、逆にいい集中力を持てるかなって思います。緊張って言ってるやつはダサいっすね。ダサい。
Can Zeta seal this enough to get this round? It'd be amazing if they do it. Tomsy's the lowest. Enrage coming in. Huge bowl from Tomsy.
There he goes, off to the races on the left-hand side, goes for the fan storm, and looking for that extra damage as well. Dragon's Breath goes down, 2 members remaining, fighting against the Glock. Kazuku dives in, not enough though! Stop, hold on, and we'll take the lead!
Come on, we got this,
Come on.
Our time now. It's our time now.
There's no way we lose. We're better than them.
Let's send them home.
My goodness! Can Shitambo be the escape artist that he saves and needs?
Can Papara Supermassive hold on? They've got 4 stars. Tomsy falls though, but the blue is with Papara Supermassive. The Brits have gone and done it. Zeta have just been grouped.
The curtain has fallen for one of the grandest acts Brawl Stars has ever seen.
マジで生きている心地がしないです。人生終わったなって感じですね。とても悲しいです。
Day 2 of the Brawl Stars World Finals. 16 teams enters, 12 are still alive after a brutal opening day. They are now staring down a set of decider matches.
This is the World Finals. Nobody is safe. Today, we're sending another team from each group home.
まあハンブル戦を常に意識してここまでやってきたので、今年はそのリベンジをできてとても嬉しく思います。
Such an interesting match coming up next. Freeze Raccoon is a formidable opponent. Yesterday they knocked out Humble, and if they lose now, they have to face up against them again.
Now a 3v2. Milcreo on the back lines knows he needs to hold on, and CR will take set number 1. Now down to the bottom line, 3K shots raining in North America's number 1, showing a little grit here. 1-1 in our series. He's going to be playing bodyguard for Milcreo, despite being the larger gym carrier. He's trying to burn down this clock. Did he pop it too early, though? Luffy going for gold. Mario with the triple hyper, though. And CR take the lead.
Tensai very low, in no position to fight for himself. And Tribe Gaming have done a fantastic draft here on Dueling Beetles. It's far too much for Crazy Raccoon to handle, as talented as they are. Comes down to this last round of the match.
CR standing tall. Tensai drops the super. RBM low HP. Milcreo a man on the mission. And once again, he delivers! Crazy Raccoon are inevitable!
North America's top squad, they have another shot at getting out of this group.
As SK Gaming is your #1 seed of EMEA, and many say they're gonna take it all.
Last year we got into the semi-finals, which was a great result, but we were all here to win the tournament. The first task is obviously to make it out of the group, because all our opponents are pretty good in the group.
No opportunity for Nova to go aggressive. Ope's going to be forced back and he'll have a chance to heal up, and here comes Yoshi empowered through that TP yet again.
Nice.
Now Beastman's trying to get active at the bottom of the map, but it might be too late. Joker picked off. Hypercharge super here for Yoshi. He destroys the Bebe. That is disgusting. What a way to take the series.
We did good preparation. We underestimated no one. I feel like we could see on the game that we were pretty confident. So yeah, the job is done for now in the groups, and then yeah, we have to work hard for the rest of the competition.
The defending world champions. They have to go against the Kings of the North. It's Tribe Gaming.
This actually sets us up for a pretty insane decider game in this group. Humble and Tribe going at it. Only one can survive.
A safe gym carrier and a great aggro for Luki.
RBM trying to clear the way, but Luki, he gets in front of the truck. He knew what was coming, and this man is going to run the ball all the way home. Humble back down Tribe Gaming in a second straight set. Tribe Gaming on their last legs, trying to close the gap here towards boss, but Luki is still looking healthy. RBM is a thing of the past.
Let's go. Let's go.
Humble, one step away from that glory. A victory in this game at least puts him into the conversation.
So we're going to head over to our deciders. Whoever loses those is going to be out, and they are not in contention for the crown. So whoever wins this one will move on to day 3. Whoever loses it, unfortunately, we'll have to say goodbye to.
The stakes could not be higher. It is do or die for all of these teams in these decider matches.
I'm putting my faith in a roster with a talented Revenant player, especially in somebody like Sargent. Generational talent.
Nova Esports hanging on to this set by a thread. Jay breaks through.
Nice. Sargent waiting for his moment, has to make this one count, doesn't get the hypnotize on the proper brawler, and unfortunately the blunder could cost Revenant this set.
It's fine, it's fine. My bad. But I thought Dash was not there. My bad.
Yeah,
it's fine. We do a lot better as a team when I'm around. So I feel like leadership plays a very important role. I feel like the leader is the one who gives confidence to the team and keeps the team together. So I think it's one of the most important roles in the team.
Try and find some space, but it's just too much. It's an avalanche on Chad Melton for Jay. Another set comes up for Revenant XSpark.
A super coming out of Sargent. Oh, and doesn't quite make the tag. Marco trying to trade. Successful 2v1 situation. Jay left all alone once again, and we're headed to set number 5.
When you lose a set, you have to not beat yourself up over it, and you need to really just focus and just have the mindset of, okay, it's fine, let's move on to the next set, we can review this later. We don't expect to beat every single team 3-0, so it's really important for us to bounce back from any set losses and just focus on winning the entire series.
Zoops in, hypercharge available, it's all left to response here. Can he get it off in time? Yes, he does! It's so close! The hero, Southeast Asia, delivers!
I don't want to play the game anymore.
I don't want to play anymore. One more 3-2 and we quit. This is the third 3-2 we've had this year. All against such great teams. No more. Actually, no more. Everybody kept doubting us, especially after our performance with SK. But that was our first game. We were going to go way farther than this.
These are our final groups, and the teams in green are the ones we're going to see once more.
One of those teams tomorrow will be crowned our 2025 World Champions.
On the season finale of Chasing Glory, this is it. No second chances, no safety net. One day, every match equals elimination. Nerves are high. Legacies are on the line, and there's nowhere left to hide. 8 teams remain. Only one rises to become world champion.